Good morning, everybody. It's today's our next live for our Black Friday specials. So welcome to everyone, wherever you're coming from. I'm glad you could join us, and I'd like to welcome Alec to our desk today. He's going to help me out through this presentation as we go through what everyone's been waiting for, all the Black Friday sales that, of course, become a regular every year now. So funny, isn't it, Alec? November's become the busiest month of the year since the whole Black Friday thing came to pass, and everybody sort of says, you know, way early in the year, what are you doing for Black Friday? Quite often we actually don't even know until we get a bit closer, but the list of products we've got today to share with you is pretty good. It's all live on our website, of course, now, and the plan for this morning is to just give you a bit more of a deeper look at what we have and how you can take advantage of that. So before we do that, just to mention to everyone, if you have any questions, please fire them through on whatever platform you're on, and we'll do our best to answer them. Some will get answered live, some our team will actually answer off air for you, depending on what that question might be. And I guess the first thing to do, Alec, is we'll just explain how you can find all our amazing deals, and we can do that by going to our website. You'll see there's a banner right across the top, so we'll flick across to the website just quickly. Alex, so you can explain where we're going to get that.
Fantastic. All right, so your Black Friday deal, your banner will be at the top. So you click on that. Once that clicks in, you'll then be able to see all the sales we'll have. And then you can just scroll down all through our current sales and click on anything you like. So if you wanted to go into your threads, you click into your Hemingworth ones and let that load. And
our internet is somewhat slow this morning. That's a bit unusual. We're normally a bit quicker than that. And, oh, there we go. Now, of course, that's showing it's a convenient list, so you can just go through and tick the ones that you want, can't you, if you're buying Hemingworth thread. Now, of course, let's talk about that, getting straight into Hemingworth thread, half price. So that's the first time we've done that for a little while, and at half price, that makes a spool of Hemingworth 1,000 metre thread only $3.45.
Yes.
And that will include the cap system. Now, of course, it's a good opportunity just to mention the cap system with the Hemingworth thread. Now, Hemingworth, believe it or not, it's been around almost 20 years. So 2006, I think we started the whole process with Hemingworth thread, and since that time, it has come with the cap and spool system. And the beaut thing about this is, of course, you leave the cap on. Now, I've got to be honest with you guys. I'm always amazed when I'll speak to someone and they'll say, "Oh, you know, I love a Hemingworth thread," and I ask, you know, how do you find the cap system? And they say, well, I take the cap off when I'm using it, but it's meant to stay on. So, Alec, what's the best way people can really understand how to use the Hemingworth thread? We've got some great videos.
Yeah, we've got some great videos. So you go to a listing of any of the Hemingworth threads, you scroll down, you click your videos, and we've got 5 videos on Hemingworth thread there. We got the Echidna Hemingworth thread, all about Hemingworth thread, how to open and prepare a new Hemingworth thread, and we've got embroidery thread versus sewing thread. So
actually, that's a good point, isn't it? Because we'll talk about that. Well, I'll just mention it now. A lot of questions about embroidery thread and the Hemingworth embroidery thread in particular. Can you use it as a normal sewing thread? I've done a complete video on that, and Alec just pointed out that there's a video on that on any of the Hemingworth product lists or pages, and you'll see that video. The answer is yes, you can, of course, but the video explains it in way more detail, so have a look at that, because you might find you've got all the perfect shades in the world to do all your regular sewing if you understand just, you know, why using a tri-lobal polyester embroidery thread will work as a sewing thread. And that's the thing with Hemingworth. It is polyester, it's 100% color fast, it's tri-lobal, and what that means is that the thread actually the fibers are triangular in nature, and so they reflect more light, which gives it the sheen and the luster that we all love on our embroidery thread. So again, the Hemingworth 1,000 metre threads are $3.45. So our 50% off is off the recommended retail price. If you're logged in as a Platinum member, and I do encourage everyone, make sure you log into your account whenever you're on our page, because that will, if you're a Platinum member in particular, that will show you all the Platinum pricing and deals that we have on all the products that we stock. So Hemingworth, take advantage of that, and I can tell you right now, that's been walking out the door since we did our pre-release for our Platinum members
but it always does.
It always does. You know what it does, even at normal price, it's good value, but at $3.45, holy cow, that's great buying. Now, it doesn't only stop at the 1,000 metre threads, you've also got the 5,000 metre spools. And This is a great way to buy economical thread. So if there's certain colors that you use all the time and they're available in the 5,000 meters, it's worth getting. And the best way to keep track of the threads that you are carrying in your own stash is we always send these brochures out with thread orders, but you'll see this is the full range. And on this brochure, you can see there's little flags. Wherever there's a flag, that means it's available in both 1,000 meter and 5,000 meter spools. So there's 112 spools available in the 5,000 meter thread. And every spool, as we, in fact, we've been doing this for a while now, but every 5,000 meter spool will also come with a handy thread net. And that will just help it untangle, or not tangle up and get and fall off the spool when you're storing it. Because these don't come with the caps. So it's only the caps on the 1,000 meter spool. I was about to mention something else with the 5,000 meter, I've forgotten it. 112 shades. Oh yes, and getting back to the 1,000 meter threads, which I did want to sort of tempt you with. We also have the amazing Hemingworth thread storage cabinet. I'll have to get Alec to duck for a minute so you can see that. There it is there. Look at that guy. That is the best way to store 300 shades. In fact, it carries 330 spools, I think. But all 300 shades of the Hemingworth thread will store in there. It's all metal runners on the doors, and you can wall mount it or floor mount it or sit it on a table. But it's a great way to store your thread. Now they're only $749, and because Platinum members do get their discount on that, and it's we do free shipping on that now.
We do free shipping, absolutely.
The cabinet. It comes ready to assemble, and there's a great video that Alec did on how to assemble it. So
takes 20 minutes to do. Super easy.
It's pretty easy, yeah. And honestly, there's no better way to store a big range of threads. The other thing that's really, really cool with the Hemingworth product, and I'm going blind here, is the color card. What have I done with it? It's up there. Here it is, yes. So rather than just relying on a brochure for your colors, which, you know, brochures are good, but the print color will never perfectly match the thread colors. This is the actual Hemingworth color card, and it's actual thread swatches. So all the colors, all the numbers, all the names are on there. And if I go to the top view, you'll see there, it's, whoops, point it my way, get it the right way around. But it is actual thread, and pages and pages of all the colors that are in the Hemingworth range. So it's a great way to really do your color selections and closest match colors to whatever it is you're doing, whatever project you're doing. So they're also available. They're not on a Black Friday special, but they're not badly priced, and there's, of course, the platinum discounts do apply. I've already mentioned this. I've taken notes today, guys, so I don't digress, because I can just talk about anything and go off in any angle. So I'm going to try and stick to my notes this morning. We talked about the cabinet. Now another. I was going to also mention though, and this is what I was thinking about before. If you buy 5,000 meter spools, people often buy them thinking, oh, it's the best value. It is, because these are only $7.50 during Black Friday. But if you don't use it very quickly and just leave it sitting around, thread will dry out over time without question. And sometimes it's false economy to buy the big spools if you're not going to use the colors very frequently. You're better off sticking with the 1,000 meter spools. However, if you do have a dry spool of thread, you know how to fix it. That's where the old silicone spray or silicone oil comes into it. And there's loads of videos on our website showing you how to bring thread back to life with silicone spray or silicone oil. Everybody should have that in their sewing room stash, because threads do dry out, and particularly in certain climates it can be worse than others. And the thing with a dry spool of thread is it won't stitch as well as you'd like it to. It might cause some thread shredding, some missed stitches, just really not give you a great result. So keep your thread well stored and well lubricated. And that is one of the benefits of the cap, the sealed cap system on the 1,000 meter spools, is it does protect the thread from that quite well. So that's that. Let's get back to where I'm at. Yes, another Hemingworth product that we love is, I had it here, there it is, the Hemingworth water soluble.
And what's that good for, Gary?
It's great for basting. So if you want a basting stitch, Alec, what a great way to do it, because it will just disappear in the wash, of course. The other thing it's quite good for is repurposing or reusing the cut-offs of water-soluble stabilizer. If you like doing freestanding lace, or you use a lot of wash away, you know you get lots of offcuts as a result of that. You just piece it together with water-soluble thread, and it will allow you to use that for normal embroidery. It works a treat, and again, we've got a video on that, haven't we, Alex?
We certainly do.
Yep, so you can just go to the water-soluble, there it is. So click on the product.
So we've got the product here, scroll down to videos, and right at the bottom here, tips and tricks, repurposing washaway stabilizer. Nice and easy, click on it, and watch the video.
We have over 450 videos on our website, and that just grows all the time. So there's likely to be something you want to, if you want to know something, there's likely to be a video there for that. So water soluble, and that is of course half price as well. I didn't pick up what price that was. I think it's, I don't know.
We got that for $4.95 at the moment.
$4.95, so it's normally $9.95. There you
Yep.
go. And in the Hemingworth range, there's also a couple of bobbin fills. So in the same kind of spool and cap system, we've got the 1500 meter white bobbin fill, 1500 meter black bobbin fill. These are both a 75 weight, and they're perfect for whatever embroidery processes you have. The black's particularly handy because you don't use anywhere near as much black bobbin fill as you probably do white, so it's always handy to have that. And if you do a lot of winding your own bobbins, then probably just go to the Echidna 5000 meter white bobbin fill, and this one is a 75 weight thread as well, so it's going to be perfect for your bobbins, whatever embroidery process you have. 5,000 meters, and that's only $4.95 as well, so that's pretty darn good as well. So that's your Hemingworth threads. Probably enough said about that, but we've got all our threads.
What about thread bundles?
Oh yes, it applies to thread bundles too.
Applies to thread bundles.
So Alec, how much does that make a full set of 300?
So a full set of 300 threads at the moment, we have for $999.50. So what's that work out to be per spool?
$333, I guess.
$3.
Sorry, $333. Hey, that'd be good. $3.33, I think, thereabouts.
Yep.
And even cheaper to do it that way. But you know, when you're in an embroidery project, I'm sure you've all been there and had that experience where you're just lacking a shade or something, and you just, you know, if only you had another couple of shades in that color range.
I think the best value would be probably the 5,000 meter thread set, 61 colors for $3.99.
That's pretty good value. If you're a big user of threads and you're comfortable, you're going to use all those colors. The 5,000 meter thread set is very, very good value. As is the 64 shade. If you're just starting out, the set of 64 colors. Now this one's an interesting one because what we've done here is we've taken the standard palette, because you know we sell a lot of Brother machines, love Brother products, and we've taken the standard Brother color range and we've closest matched it to the same shades in the Hemingworth range and made that set up to be the same basic color range as the standard Brother palette. So and that's only $199 for 64 spools of thread, which is great value, and it's a good range, of course. So if you're unsure about what you want to start with, grab the 64 shade set. It's a good way to go. All right, so we've talked about that. Oh, while I'm talking bobbin thread, there's also pre-wound bobbins, of course, and we have both the A and the L style bobbins. We have them in tubes, so you've got the tube of 12 here. This is a 12A style bobbins, and that one is, I think,
$4.95.
$4.95 for a tube of 12 pre-wound bobbins. There's black and white in both L and A style. Now make sure you choose the right size bobbin, and if you're unsure about that, you can always just contact us and we'll set you straight there.
Box sets of bobbins.
And box sets, yes.
144 pack for $24.95.
So that's incredibly cheap. So that's the A style and L style.
Yep.
In both black and white.
Just white.
Just white for that particular. Yeah. Look, it's rarely would you buy a box of black bobbins unless you specifically do a lot of dark stitching or on dark fabrics, dark threads. You'd probably just stick with white. So definitely take advantage of some of those prices during the Black Friday sales. So we've now covered off on Hemingworth. Now we're doing our whole range of threads basically, or the threads that we kind of distribute and import into Australia. And the next one we're going to talk about is our Softlight range. And one of the most recent products we bought into our range was this Softlight polycotton core spun thread, which are these guys down here. Now, I'm a huge fan of a polycotton core spun thread. It goes back to my industrial days when I did my apprenticeship and training as a sewing machine mechanic. The benefit of a polycotton core spun is that it is a polyester filament wrapped in a spun cotton. Now, cotton has got the best sewability for machines, particularly in difficult applications where, you know, static electricity, missed stitches, slip stitches can be the norm, particularly on synthetic knits, etc. A polycotton core spun thread is the way to go. Perfect for cover stitches, great for that's for the needles, and the needles on overlockers, you get great results. But as a general sewing thread for quilters, for sewing, for apparel, you can't go past a polycotton core spun thread. What I like about these, Alec, is the fact that they're 1,000 meters on a cone rather than the old cardboard cop, which can be a bit messy and unruly.
Yep.
So
yeah. Sits on a machine a lot nicer as well.
It does, because most machines have got that lay down kind of thread stand or thread delivery system. I don't see it on the machine there, not quite, the rulers are hiding it, I'll just move that out. But you know, the threads can just simply sit on like that, and these spools will sit there very nicely, won't have a problem. I know you can't see it, it doesn't really matter, you get the gist of what I'm saying. And they also feed better when they come off vertically off the spool when you've got a twin needle thread stand, or perhaps on an overlocker or a cover stitch machine. The other nice thing about these cones is they're quite a wide hole down there, so they fit over the little umbrellas that sit on your commercial style machines or your overlockers, and they actually sit down correctly. So great product for all your sewing applications, be it sewing machines, industrial machines also, cover stitches, overlockers, etc.
What about embroidery?
You could use this for embroidery too. Actually, you can, because it's got a matte finish, and sometimes that matte finish, in fact, we've got a lovely little sample here. I should show you this versus, now I'll go to the top camera, see if we can get this. So this is a, oops, come back a bit. That one is that little lace doily kind of thing done, whoops, go that way, with a polyester embroidery thread. It looks lovely, but it's got a bit of a sheen to it. If I flick that back here, it's hard to see under the camera, but you get the general idea. This is the same design using the polycotton core spun thread, and it's got a real crochet, almost like a crocheted look, a real matte finish, and it looks really good. If you have an application for that, you can use the polycotton core spun thread as an embroidery thread. And while I'm showing that, I'll just quickly also show another thread I'm going to talk about in a little bit. This is mercerized cotton, and I'm going to talk about that. And it looks a little bit like the polycotton core spun thread, but it has got a matte finish, and it looks lovely, soft, really soft cottony feel to it. So we'll get to that the mercerization process in a moment. But the polycotton core spun thread, we've now increased the shade range to 75, and the best thing about it, what's the price on these guys?
Oh, let me get that up. So go to our core spun. So we have those for $3.45 at the moment.
$3.45, and there's even a nice little handy selection of 10 shades that are really, really popular colours.
10, 30, and we've got a 52.
Oh wow, so they're all included in the half price specials. So if I look like I'm peering at you guys, I am. There's a screen in front of me. I'm looking at that to see what you guys are looking at, basically. So anyway, polycotton core spun thread is loads of stock and going out the door really, really well. Take advantage of that one. I've done that. I'm going to go to my next page here. Yeah, I mentioned mercerized cotton. So we've been doing our Softlight mercerized cotton product for quite some time now. And we've settled on 20 shades in a 3,000 meter spool. And mercerization is, it's a chemical process where they take the actual product and they treat it with it's a caustic soda solution, basically. And the whole idea of that is it swells the fibers. It also then allows them to accept the dyes of the color dyes better. It smooths off the fibers, and it just gives you a much more lustrous look without going to the extent of a polyester, for instance. It just gives you that really lovely sort of matte but deep color look in your embroidery, and you can use a mercerized cotton for any decorative processes you like. It's not really a construction thread, to be honest. It doesn't have as much tensile strength, but it's good value because how much is the
We've got them for $9.95 at the moment.
half price? So down to $9.95 for a 3,000 metre spool. Lovely colour range too, and available as we speak. So if you want to add a bit of matte texture to your embroidery, mercerized cotton would be the go. One of my favourite threads is metallics, and our Softlight metallic range I think is probably the biggest colour range of metallics available, certainly in Australia. I think I might be wrong, but I stand corrected if I am. We have 52 shades, so let's have a look quickly at that colour at that website. So go to it there, you'll see. Now the first thing I'll point out is we have got,
Where'd you put it?
a colour card. There it is, right there. Now that's the Mercerized. Whoops. No, that's not the right one. We do have a colour card that looks just like this, and it's got all the metallic, yeah, Alex pointed, just click on that one, Alex. Yeah, so that's got all 52 shades of the metallic thread, actual thread samples on there, so that is available. But let me, while you're on that page, go back to one of the colours, Alec, and I want to show you something really cool. Go to the...
I've got it up.
No, not that one.
Not that colour?
No,
Okay.
I don't want that colour.
You don't want that colour?
Because that's white. That's going to be hard to see.
Which colour would you like?
Just go down to, keep going. Go down to the blue one. What's that blue one there? Turquoise. Yeah, that will do.
Oh, that's a nice colour. Good choice.
So I'm going to just show you now. There's videos on how to use metallic threads. We've got a great video that shows you things to avoid, the traps to look out for. But can you see, actually just go above in that image there. See that? Yeah, that's it, that's the one. I love these. These are really, really close-up images of what the thread actually looks like. Now this is, if you look at that, you can see there's a blue metallic film and it's wrapped around a viscose, or in some cases a polyester filament center, and it's called a twisted metallic. So not quite as much metallic thread there, which makes it a bit easier to sew with, but it gives you this crazily good metallic shine and shimmer, but it also allows us to play around with colors. So we can change the color of the center and have that a different color center to the actual color of the metallic, and it makes the thread look like it's changing color as you're looking at it. So escape out of that one, Alec. Now, by contrast, they're the twisted metallics. Go back to the product listing, and you'll see we also have the pure. Go to the pure gold.
Pure soft gold or pure gold?
Gold. Pure gold will do. That one. That's it. And we'll have a look at that same image, and you'll see the difference is a lot more metallic film. So it's there is a filament in the middle of it. You can't see it. All you can see is the metallic film. It's a bit finer, and it's beautiful and just looks so amazing. But it looks more gold. Having said that, once you play with these threads, you're just going to have a ball with them. And remember, guys, metallic threads are a highlighting thread. It's rarely that you use them as a full a thread to do a full design in, because that's not what they're designed for. They're designed to be that highlight, and particularly nice on small satins and anywhere you just want to get a real bit of punch in your embroidery design. But with 52 shades.
And we do have some videos on the metallics as well.
Yeah, this is the video here that I think everyone should watch. Now, it's not specific to the Softlight product. In fact, I think I did it on the Hemingworth metallics, but it's the same principles. Everything's the same. So please watch that video. And trust me, stitching metallics is easier than you think when you follow the rules. So
it's not scary at all.
It's not scary. It will work, and don't be scared of it. So what is the price of the Softlight metallics? Because they're 1,500 meters.
Yes, and we got them for $9.95, so half price.
Fantastic buying on the Softlight metallics. Knock yourself out with that. Get some lovely colors, and you'll really, really love the results. And by the way, you'll see it in the video if you watch it. Personally, I stick to an embroidery 7511 needle for most stitching with the Softlight metallics. Sometimes if you've got a really dense design and it's kind of difficult, and you might go to a size 90 embroidery needle, but I don't use metallic needles when embroidering with metallic threads because the eye is quite elongated and I find it causes me more grief than it's worth. I'd stick with an embroidery needle which already has a larger eye anyway. So I think I've covered Softlight metallics, yes. Now another Softlight brand. Now Softlight, of course, is our trademark. We own that, and we are the distributors of these products in Australia. So we also have a small range of glow-in-the-dark threads, which we just recently did for Halloween, and
Oh, yes.
it's always a favourite at Halloween time. And there's 6 different shades. We have this little sampler pack here. We'll just go to the page there and show you that on the page.
Of the sampler pack, or
Yeah, oh, that'll do. Just go to that one. So these are the, this particular one is the 800 metre spools, I think they are, yes. And there's 6 colours. Now, the way glow-in-the-dark thread works is it does need to be energised with UV light. So what happens is there's little phosphors in the thread that actually absorb UV light as energy, and then it releases it. And that's what glows. So when you see something glowing because it has been treated with these the phosphors, that's what's happening. It's releasing energy, and eventually that energy will dissipate and you'll lose the glow in the dark until you recharge it again with UV light. And for that reason, we'll go back to this main screen. For that reason, we have little UV torches. So there. I'm not going to turn my lights off here, guys, but there's a great video on our website where I've sat
there's a few great videos,
yes,
actually.
we had good fun with those videos, and we yeah. What's the one where I'm? No, the other one on the left.
That one there?
Yeah, you don't want to watch the one on the right. That's just corny.
Watch the one on the right. That's great.
You can watch the one on the right. It's just corny. I had a bit of fun doing it. But this particular video, we sat in the room and turned off the lights and looked at all sorts of different stitch outs we'd done using glow-in-the-dark thread. It was great. But you basically, if you do want to play around with glow-in-the-dark, make sure you get one of these torches. They're not on a Black Friday special, however, they are only $9.95. And if you do something for the kids, get a torch, they'll go to bed early and shine it around and fall asleep, hopefully. So anyway, glow-in-the-dark thread. I do, a little tip for glow-in-the-dark thread, guys, is probably do use a size 90 needle because the thread is a little bit thicker than a standard 40 weight thread, and that extra size in the eye will help it work a whole lot better. But you can use it as a normal embroidery thread, and you'll see by watching those videos some of the amazing results we got using...
especially the one on the right-hand side.
Especially the one on the right-hand side. Okay, you can all comment on that video and tell me what you think. All right, so that's the glow-in-the-dark thread, which is covered. And we do also have, let me grab this one here. I'll get the white this time. We also have a small range of heavy-duty thread. Now, this is a 70 tex thread, which means it's quite a heavy thread. Hopefully the industry is going towards using the tex rating as a standard rating for threads. It's absolutely impossible for most people to understand all the different thread weights and deniers and tex ratings. But a 70 tex thread is quite a heavy thread. It's about a 200 denier thread, so which would make it, around about a 25 weight threads. You won't break this in your hand. You'll cut your fingers before you break it, but it's the biggest thread that I would recommend, or the heaviest thread that I would recommend that you would want to use on a domestic sewing machine. And you do need to use at least a size 90 needle, probably a size 100 would be better, or a 16 in the old scale. But this is 1,200 meters, I'm pretty sure it is, yes?
Yeah, 1,200 meters.
1,200 meters in, I think we have 10 shades.
Yeah, 10 shades.
10 shades, yeah. And really super strong. It's a little UV resistant, but it's not something I would leave sitting in the sun all the time. We've got other threads that do that. Great for bag makers or anyone that just needs that extra strong thread for whatever project you're working on. So that comes down to right now
$8.45 at the moment.
$8.45, woohoo! And top class threads. So that's the Softlight range of threads. In fact, that's all the threads we have on our Black Friday deals, but they're pretty much all half price. So if you can't get a bargain right now, you'll never get a bargain, that's for sure.
Yeah, all 50% off.
50% off. So, all right, what else can we talk about? We have puff stuff on at half price too. Now, puff stuff is, if you've heard the term puffy foam embroidery, it's kind of an easy way to achieve that. And what the product looks like, I have the pack down here. It comes in a bag, in a zip seal bag, because you will want to keep it in the zip seal bag. And the size of this guy is now, it doesn't say it on there,
That's right there, 40 inches by
40 inches by half a yard, so clearly it wasn't made in Australia. But nonetheless, it's you don't need a lot of this stuff, because what it is it's a dissolvable felt, and it dissolves in water. So if I put this up, I'll show you. This is a little sample we did, which I particularly love, and I use both Opal film, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, get around the right way here, and puff stuff. And if you can see that all the lettering is quite raised, and so underneath the satin stitch of the lettering, I put the puff stuff. When I finished the project, I just washed it under warm water, and I don't need to explain that now. There's videos again on the product page that'll show you exactly how it works. And when it all dried, we had this amazing raised, puffy look on the text. I loved it. But you can use it on any design that has satin stitches. It doesn't really do anything for fill stitches, because you do need that satin effect for it to puff up. Please do not confuse this with normal felt or batting or stiffening or anything that you might want to use on another project. Yeah. Whoops, I'm rubbing my microphone. Just got a big... Don't do that from my camera lady. So this is, don't get it mixed up with normal felts and battings and other stabilizers that you might have. You won't enjoy the outcome. It'd be a bit like making a pair of bathers with the wash away thread. It doesn't work very well. So puff stuff is excellent.
$11.25 at the moment for that one, Gary, and you're also getting a 10-pack of a pack of designs with it for free. So 10 designs. Oh,
okay, and they're all designs that are suitable for puff stuff. So that's cool. So that's free. That'll get down into your account when you purchase a pack of puff stuff, and give it a go. It's real fun. And watch the videos before you get into it, because it's just another unique thing you can do with embroidery. So that's puff stuff. Now, I mentioned on this little sample here that we had also the Opal film. Now, we call it Opal film. Some people call it Mylar. It's the same thing. The reason we call it Opal film is Mylar is actually a brand name and a trade name, and we don't own that name, so we're not going to call the product that. But it's also, that is how most people refer to it. It's a bit like, a vacuum cleaner and Hoover, so the name kind of sticks, and that's what's happened in Teflon and all those things. They're all trade names. So this is a fabulous product, and the reason we love it so much is because you can add it very easily to designs that are designed for using Opal film, aka Mylar. And I've got, although these are two different designs, you can see there, they've got a real sheen, shiny effect through them. Look at that. Hopefully you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing. Should be. And the reason I'm showing you this is that's the same Opal film. I haven't changed the color of the film, it's the same film. And what it does is it's a pearlescent kind of film, and it picks up the color hue of the thread, and then that kind of then reflects through the film itself and gives you those amazing shades. And it just looks so stunning when you use it with the right design. Now these designs, I digitized these in accordance with what you would need to do to get a successful Mylar design, and that is an open fill stitch. There's no point using Mylar or Opal film on a product, on a design that has got closed fills. You just won't see it. So the design has to be right. Now I think we have loads of free designs that you can use for Opal film. How would we find those free designs, Alec? Let's just go back to the
screen. So you could just type in Opal, and that should show you some designs that do work with the Opal film. So we've got some magical swirls, we've got your lovely roses and your alphabet patchwork, and of course your stained glass as well. So
the stained glass ones were excellent. I don't have a sample of that one here, I don't think, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I noticed there, if you've got tokens, so we're going to touch on that a little bit later, but if you've got tokens in your account, and you probably all do, you can get all these design packs for free. We'll show you that a little later, but loads of free stuff on our website, guys. There always is free stuff. And then my final little comment on on the pardon me, on the Opal film is there's another design. I'll just show up on the and you can see the different shades we've got going there, and it does look like I've used different film. but it's not. It's the same piece. It's just the different color threads highlight and accentuate through the Opal film. So fantastic product. And how much is a pack of Opal film, Alex?
We have that at the moment for $7.40, and in the pack is 50 centimeters by 2 meters, so great value.
And that will go a long way. Honestly, you'll get dozens and dozens and dozens of designs because you only need to put a little tiny bit under where you want to, where the stitching requires it. So grab some Opal film if you haven't already got some at that price. It's brilliant. We managed to get a really good deal on some Fiskars scissors recently, so we're doing them at a great price as well. Let's go online. Probably that's the best way to look at this here. So we've got a number of different scissors there. Looking at they're half price, I think.
Yep.
Yes, all half price. Fiskars, great manufacturer, great products. They're selling really quickly, so if you do want to take advantage of any of those, get in really, really quickly. Anyone who knows the brand name Fiskars would know that it's good product, and they're great value. One of the ones that I thought was awesome, if you've got any kids or you do a bit of paper crafting yourself, the little pack of 3 paper craft scissors. And
what do they call them, man?
that one there. So Kidzors, that's what they are.
Kidzors, yeah.
That's only $5.45 for the pack of 3. Give you an idea, knocking things over here. These lovely standard universal scissors, but they're slightly offset with the, we're up there, on the handle. They come down to
$13.45.
$13.45, and they're genuine Fiskars. These are not cheap copies or anything like that. There's also the kids, again, kids blunt end scissors, and they're cheap.
$2.45.
$2.45. Wow, just get some in your next order. You may as well. Why not? Got some Fiskars Classics, I was going to say. Fiskars Classics. I get tongue-tied sometimes. Not many of these left though. They're almost sold out.
Yeah, they're $14.95. So
$14.95, so you can see why. And whoops, knocking things over. Anyway, grab some Fiskars scissors while you got the chance. They're great buying. So we'll get rid of those. Next, I've got Kearing. So we've been importing and selling the Kearing rulers for a long time. Great products. Let me just grab this one. Really high quality, and I've got a big range of rulers. Get nothing but great feedback on them. If you're a quilter, or you do a lot of in the hoop projects where you're cutting specific shapes and you want angles and everything that goes with that, the Kearing rulers are fantastic. There are 25% off all the Kearing rulers, and as a little bonus, we're going to give you one of the suction handles that go with it. Now, these suction handles, hopefully, I'm just going to move this over there, move that out the way so you can actually see on the table. There, you can just see it. Alec can hold that for a minute. These suction handles are pretty simple. They just open and close. Only one side opens. Not like Alec. The first one Alec played with, he broke it because he went, I'll tell you what he did. He tried to open both sides, and they don't. They only open one side. But all you do is place it down. It's just, you can put something in his hand, he just has to play with it. Probably didn't come out right. Anyway, so you push it down and then just close the handle up, and that's now in position. Actually, I can hardly even lift it off the table. So there you go. And we'll include a suction handle with every, or with selected rulers. Obviously, we're not going to give you a suction handle to go on that ruler. That's not going to work. So it's on the rulers that will fit a suction handle, that will be included, and that's another little $3.95 bonus for you. Really easy. Bang. There you go. It's all in place. Makes it easier to move your rulers around. So grab and just release that again. Take that off. Oh, by the way, little tip. If you turn it upside down and do it on the wrong side, because this is printed on this side, you won't get a perfect seal, and it won't clamp perfectly. It'll hold for a little while and then come off. So make sure you put it on the right side, which is the upside of the ruler. So that's the Kearing rulers. Big range of rulers there to look at, and they're really good products. So get that back in there. Okay, now Kearing also, we buy a lot of their markers too, and we've got some really good deals on that. So let's have a look first. We've got the iron-on transfer markers. Now, these guys, you can actually just give them to the kids, draw on paper, and then you can heat transfer that onto, I'm pretty sure it's is it poly fabrics? I've got to remember, I'm sure we have a video on it. But you can heat transfer that onto fabric and it becomes a permanent colour. So it's just a good bit of fun, particularly if you want to, get the kids involved in making their own little sort of t-shirt designs or something like that. You've also, now these are all, what are they, half price?
Yes.
Yes,
yep.
They are.
Yep.
Half price on the
yep.
iron-on transfer markers. And then there's the permanent fabric markers. So these are designed to be used on fabric, and that's a set of 24 colours.
Yep. 1745.
1745. Now there's a hidden message in this one for you, because we like to call them the boo-boo markers, because we've all done it. We've all embroidered something and made a mistake, or maybe a bit of bobbin thread popped up or something, and you just need to fix that. Then a permanent fabric marker is a good way to just hide a little embroidery boo-boos. So handy to have, and they have a pretty good shelf life. So and they're half price too. So $17.45 for the set of 24. So that's great buying.
We have a question, Gary.
Yes, we have a question.
We just have a question I thought it might be good to share with everyone, but Glenda has asked if the suction handles can be bought separately.
Oh yes, they can. They're $3.95 and platinum discount supply, so a little bit cheaper. And there's a few different colours, 3 different colours. So you've got I think there's an orange, black and purple. Yeah, look, they're handy and they're really inexpensive. And yep, heaps and heaps in stock. So you'll find them. Just look for suction handle. Do the search on our website, and you'll find that pretty easy. I think that's what they're called, suction.
Yes,
Nicole's going. Yes, that's correct.
Got it up on the screen.
There you go. Okay, Kearing rulers. We've covered that. Now another product that we have on our Black Friday specials is one of our most successful products that we've designed here, and we sell it all around the world. It's been incredibly popular for us, and you've only got to look at the reviews to know, and that is the Echidna hooping station. So let's bring that up on screen. I don't have room on here to show it to you, but I've got, oh yes, I do have a small one. I'll pick that up in a minute, but we've done so many great videos on this. We've presented it everywhere, but if you go to, and in fact on any page, if you go to the reviews, Alec, just scroll down to reviews. No, down here, that's it right there. Just read what people say. There's 19 pages of reviews. There's 50 or 60 reviews. It's a game changer. And once you use a decent hooping station like ours, because it's so versatile, it works with pretty much any machine, any type of hoop. And there's, they both can be flipped over. So they're two-sided. So you've got 4 in total in the set. You've got 4 different sizes to work with. You get loads of magnets with it. And just super easy to use, easy to store. It's a game changer for your embroidery. Now the best thing is we've got them down to, the complete set is down to $2.99, so that's for both the small and large units. And then you can see there the small one's down to $133 and the large one's $233. So there's a bit of a saving buying it as a kit. And you will love this product. It's got so many great applications.
Actually, quite a bit of saving if you bought the kit. If you bought the
it's a
together.
big saving, yeah, absolutely. But do watch the videos and read the reviews. Once you do that, you'll certainly be sold on it. And platinum members, remember, that's free shipping too. And I should point that out again, because I probably forgot to say it at the start. If you're a platinum member, any orders over $75, it's free shipping in Australia. Some exclusions are furniture, although we are shipping the thread cabinet.
Yeah, perfectly fine.
With no freight costs there. And free shipping does apply to Australia only. If you're overseas, there will be some shipping charges, and we just need to get that at whatever that costs. And but it can be pretty economical if your order's reasonably significant. So definitely hooping stations, absolute must-have. All right, moving on. Kimberbell. So we've had Kimberbell products for a long time, and great product range, big product range, and of course There's new stuff coming out all the time with Kimberbell, but we have decided we've got probably a lot of sort of end-of-line stuff that is ready to go, and we're doing up to 70% off. So if you click on the Kimberbell option in the Black Friday sale, all the products that are on special will show up, and there's some huge savings there. As I said, mostly up to 70% savings. So take advantage of that. There's designs, there's accessories, there's all sorts of crazily good value things there to be had. I think there's almost 100 products on those listings. Is that about right? 100, yep. So you'll find something there that will be very useful for you at those prices, so grab those. Now, right beside that, you'll see we've got the Caesar product range. Now, we're doing a bit of a change around with our vinyls and all these things which are ideal for cutting machines, like scan and cut machines and crickets and all those things. And we've got some very significant specials on the Caesar products, up to 50% off, some massive savings there. And this is only while stocks last. So once they're gone, they're gone. So for example, that one is the Easy Weed HTV vinyl, 30 centimeters by 100 centimeters, down to $6.95. That is crazy cheap.
That is really cheap, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good product, excellent product. We're just changing things around a bit for us here, and we're clearing it. So take advantage of those specials. All right, so that's all the kind of the nitty-gritty stuff. You'd have to agree, there's a lot of great things there that you can take advantage of. And
threads.
Threads, yeah, threads is the big one. We pack so many threads during Black Friday.
Warehouse
promotions.
guys love it.
Yeah, we've got extra staff, extra shifts and all that sort of thing just to handle the orders. And so that leads me on to saying, please be patient, because depending on just what comes through overnight, it can be a big job getting everything out the next day, as we try to do so efficiently. It doesn't always happen, but
I think we've even got the general manager picking orders as well.
Yeah, the GM, Eric's over there picking orders. They don't let me do it because I usually get it wrong, so...
Put multiples of items in boxes.
There's method to my madness. See, if I do that, then they don't ask me back. So, anyway, I've got other more important things to do, I'm sure, so that's like finding what we're going to do for next year. Anyway, let's have a look. We've also got some great machine deals, and before I talk about this, obviously I'm going to say, if you're in the market for a new machine, whether it's a Brother, a Juki, a Baby Lock, or a Halo, or a VMA, or whatever it is that we sell, we'll always have great specials, and we work really hard to offer not only the best support the industry has, but also the best deals we can, and just make it a fun experience for everyone. So, but we do have some particularly good specials here for our Black Friday sale. So let's on the list, Alec. We've got at the top of the list, we come into first machine is the Juki overlocker. Now, I'm a Juki fan. I've worked with Juki machines from the day I started in the industry, and the little Juki MO104.
MO104, yep.
It is a no-nonsense workhorse overlocker. Like if you're comfortable around overlockers and you just want a workhorse, honestly, that machine, it'll just keep going forever. And it doesn't have any fancy needle threaders or fancy looper threaders. It's again, I do say to people, just know your way around an overlocker, and that thing will just work for you like there's no tomorrow. Super reliable, and it's a Juki, so
smooth as, doesn't jump over the table.
They're pretty heavy too, aren't they? They've got a bit of weight in them, so they're designed to do the work that you may want to give it. So they're down to $8.99, so that's $300 off the manufacturer's recommended retail price. But we have sort of changed it up a little bit, and we have included, and there's limited stocks on this, but we're including a sewing machine with it. Now, we have taken on recently the Alpha range of basic mechanical machines, and this kind of fits well with that overlocker because it's a very mechanical overlocker, and these little Alpha machines are very mechanical machines. They apart from looking really, really nice, they're solid metal alloy chassis, they're metal bobbin systems, they're a mechanical machine, they're not computerized, and just, we get so many people still come and say, I just want a basic mechanical machine. Well, this is it, the Alpha Style 40, great little machine. I love them, I love the look of them, they're easy to use. This one has variable stitch width and length control, and it has stretch stitches as well. but just a solid machine. You want to have a look?
Yeah, I've never seen it before.
So anyway, we're including that for free with that overlocker at $8.99.
And they were $349.
Exactly, and it's only with that overlocker while we have some in stock. And we'd love your feedback on this machine. If you needed just a basic little machine to take around traveling with you, or you have someone that you wanted to introduce to sewing, and you know you just want to give them a basic, good, simple, easy machine to use, this could be the one for you. But you may just love it as well, and you might just want to keep it for yourself, and that's quite fine as well. So that's the Style 40, and free with the Juki MO104 overlocker at $8.99. Wow. How do we do that anyway? That seems really cheap.
We just do it.
That's pretty good. Okay, we also have another overlocker, which is the Merilock MK480. We've been doing Merilock for years and years and years. Love the product, and we'll bring that up on screen as well. And there it is. Now, this is a really, really easy to use home overlocker that has got a free arm, it's got an auto looper threader, it's got a simple lay-in tension. It's really, really simple to use, and the price is extraordinary, and it's just a good quality overlocker. The best thing about this is the price at $6.99 right now includes a, I don't think I've got it in here, do I have the table? Oh yes I do, yes. Includes the extension table that sits around it, so that gives you a nice sort of, which way would it be? That way. No, that way. Get it right, back to front. A lovely work surface, and it will also come with the set of 6 overlocking feet. So that will give you an elastic foot, a shirring foot, a cording foot, a blind hem, lace foot, a bead or a sequin foot, and a taping foot. That's all included for $6.99. So absolutely sensational. Made in Taiwan. They're a high quality overlocker, great manufacturer. Again, as I said, we've been doing Merilock for many, many years, and just really love the product. I'm going to pop that back down there. However, let's go back to the listing. Oh, no, don't yet, don't. Because we are also including an Alpha Style 20 sewing machine. So these guys are $2.99, and this is the more basic model. It's, in fact, it's probably the most basic mechanical machine we have, but it's the same quality as the Alpha Style 40. It's the same metal chassis. It weighs pretty much the same. They're reasonably heavy, these things. Like, they're not a lightweight machine that'll bounce around the table. And that's included all for $6.99. So the machine, or the overlocker, the machine, the table, and the foot set, or the feet set, all included for $6.99. So great value.
He didn't know about that deal yesterday. So.
Yes, I was a bit shocked. So again, I was serious when I said to him, I'm not sure how we're doing this, but somehow we are. So that's all right. It's all good fun at Black Friday, and everybody wants a deal on Black Friday. So speaking of deals, we can't do anything without sort of talking about our great mates at Brother, and seeing what they could give us. Now, again, we have a huge range of Brother products, and they're all on terrific deals. So whether you're looking for a multi-needle machine or a top-of-the-range Luminaire, or the new Avenir that's coming very soon, hopefully we'll see it in the country very, very soon. Whether you're looking for that or just the most basic little entry-level machine, we've got it all covered, and we've got great specials. One of the most popular machines we've ever had, though, from Brother, has been this particular machine I'm about to show you, and the previous models of this machine. So the M370, let's bring that up on screen for a moment. The M370, it's just loading up now, is a sewing and embroidery machine, combination machine. It's the next version of what was the NV180, which was the next version of what was the NV950, which was the NV900, and that machine has just continued to evolve for nearly 20 odd years. Absolutely amazing product, sold thousands of them. Combination machine. This machine is the newest version. It's got Wi-Fi, it's got a beautiful color screen, it's got loads of just incredible onboard features rather, and of course USB as well. $9.99 for a combination sewing and embroidery machine. it is incredible value. So that's $400 off the manufacturer's recommended retail price. But what makes it even better at the moment is we are including a magnetic frame. Now, magnetic frames are becoming all the rage, and we, Brother, are now producing magnetic frames. We also distribute the dime frames from the USA, and this is one of the frames that will actually fit this particular model. There is also Brother have a version. Now we have sold out of those ones, so we're just going to use the dime frame, which is also, does basically exactly the same thing. Clips into the machine, and it allows you to hoop up your fabric using a magnetic frame without having to push the hoops into position. So magnetic frames are the rage, and just check them all out on our website. Regardless of which model you've got, we will have some magnetic frames for you. And those frames are worth about $200. So that is also included in that $9.99 price.
And all the other bundles as well for that machine.
Oh, so if you can buy other bundle options.
Yep, and it'll come with the frame.
Yeah, so you can get all these other different options with different bits and pieces, and it will come with the frame as well. So I can't tell you how reliable and how good a quality the Brother M370 and all its predecessors were. 5-year electronics computer warranty, 3-year mechanical warranty.
I still can't get over $9.99. That's what we were selling them for.
That's what they were selling for, 10 years ago.
So.
And they're much better now because they've got so many more features, better color screens and all the Wi-Fi stuff, etc. So now that is while stocks last, and up until the end of Black Friday, I think, Nicole, is that right? Yep. So when does our Black Friday deal finish? On the 4th. So you've got till the 4th to get that in. I think we have actually run out of these machines now. We're waiting for the next shipment to arrive.
Midnight on the 3rd. So.
Midnight on the 3rd. So midnight of the 3rd of December, that's when these specials will finish. Yeah, we're waiting for our next shipment of these, but any orders before the midnight on the 3rd, we will certainly guarantee you the product. Yes, we should be right, I hope. Talk to us. It's just while stocks last. I'm not sure how many are coming in. Anyway, just place the order. I'll look after it. And the final machine, do we have a question? No? Okay.
No.
All right. And the other machine we have on this amazing Black Friday list is the Brother F540. Now, again, this is the next version of what was one of our most popular machines. So previous version of this was the F440. Previous version to that was the PE770.
And then the PE700.
And again, we've sold thousands of them. They've been amazingly reliable machines. Now, the benefit of this machine is it's a bigger hoop. So it's a 5x7 standard hoop size, which makes it officially a large hoop machine. That's a standard large frame. And it's embroidery only. Wi-Fi, it's got USB compatibility, lovely color screen, easy to operate, but that bigger hoop does make a difference. Now, this particular machine is down from manufacturer's recommended retail $19.99, we're down to $14.99, so that's $500 off the machine. Plus, it looks like we also have a magnetic frame. Now, this is one of the Brother, the newer style magnetic frames, and these frames actually have removable small clamps, magnetic clamps. And I don't know, we'll just go to the top view there for a moment. Thanks, camera lady. Lovely. Okay, so these little clamps actually clip on quite securely. They're very strong magnets. And honestly, if you've ever struggled with that, like pushing your hoop into position, sometimes, dexterity in our hands, and sometimes it's just difficult. Magnetic frames are awesome, and there's that comes included, and that's RRP on that one's $319.
$319, yeah.
So $500 off and a free magnetic frame for the F540. Great product, and that'll apply to the bundles as well. That applies to the bundles. You'll still get that with the bundle options too.
Yep.
Again, that is while stocks last, because we've only got X amount of these frames, so you need to get in and grab that if you want to do that. But other than that, I think I said I wanted to do this in an hour, and I have pretty much done it in right on 1 hour. Have I? Oh yes, almost forgot. Alec, move your head. Yeah, that's it. Let me move that. No, actually, I'll bring it over here. we have had this design in our sites for a little while. We created the artwork and we've had it digitized, and we've had so many people say, oh, you know, I'd love to have that design. So we have now mastered it. It is now available on our website. And if you, can we go to the top view there just quickly? Whoops, go around the right way. There it is. Sewing keeps me going. And that could be true for a lot of people. And here's another version of it. That might actually be a bit better than that one. Slightly different colours. Sewing keeps me going. And it'll fit a 200 by 200 hoop. There's almost 100,000 stitches in it. It's just beautiful. It's lovely detail on it. And that is available. It's $19.95, $17.95 for a platinum member, available in all the different formats. However, we talked about tokens. If you have a token in your account, which again, you mostly will, let's show you what this tokens mean. So Alec, explain tokens for me.
All right, so you get tokens, if you're a platinum member, you can get 1 token per month. If you spend $1, $100, you get 1 token per month. And what those tokens be done is you can use those to redeem on designs on a website. So you can search up any designs on there. So I've just typed in designs. All right, and
so I can see some of them got little token symbols.
Yeah, they have little token symbols next to it. So if I wanted the butterflies 2 by Echidna, I can click on the listing. Make sure you are logged in, of course. So you know I'm logged in, and if I want this design, I can just say purchase with token, and then purchase now. Once that's done, it's in my downloads on the Echidna site now. So I can either download from the listing, or I can see all my downloads. So I can click into this one, and it takes me to all the downloads that I own, and then I can go through and select which ones I want to download.
So if you've lost all your designs, you just got to log back into your account and you can download all your previous purchases. Because we keep great records, don't we?
We do, yeah. We have people who've purchased designs 10 years ago that are still on the account.
Yeah,
so.
Which is really good. So Alec, how does someone know how many tokens they have?
All right, so all you really need to do is you go up to your account. We're already in account summary, so we go account home.
So, but you've got to be logged in, right?
You've got to be logged in.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to be logged in. So go to your account summary, scroll down to where it says My Platinum Membership, and it says how many tokens you have available. We have 5.
Okay, so in essence, you could buy $100 worth of designs there right now. So now I notice there's the platinum card there because we don't send out a card anymore, do we? It's just it's on your account.
It's on your account, yeah.
And you are Mrs. Puggle.
I am Mrs. Puggle today.
Okay, nice. And logging in is very simple. What if someone's lost their password? What should they do?
They should that you can request a new password on the website. If you get really stuck, you can contact us at support@Echidna Sewing. .com.au.
I don't know about you, but I have so many passwords to remember. It just gets so daunting.
And a lot of people have passwords saved in Chrome too. So when they try and change a new password, it then takes over the password that you put in. So that's where a little bit of the confusion can happen. So
no need to panic. Just contact us.
Contact us.
And platinum members, we do send out a reminder when your renewal becomes due, and we go from it's a year from when you join. So you will get a renewal from us. And if you're not receiving our emails or something, just be mindful that they could be going to spam. So check your spam folder. We don't bombard you with emails, but you certainly should be receiving something from us on it.
And another good thing about the designs on a website as well is if you already have a design from us and it's in your account here, and if you see it in your search, so if I go sewing keeps me going design, it has a little tick there. That means I've already got it. So
that's cool.
So I can just click on that and download it straight from there. So you're not doubling up in design, spending money you don't need to because you've got it there, or using tokens again. So
the quickest way for someone right now, having watched this presentation, says I want that design, they just type in sewing keeps
me going. So
and there it'll be, you click on it and then you can just purchase with points if you have points. Wow, look, that is amazing. It's a lovely design, guys, and it really, really does look nice. Play around with colours too. Let me hold that up. Whoops. Play around with colours because you can just change anything to your heart's content and really enjoy. This is actually done on a magnetic frame on one of the multi-needle machines. I've got to be honest, a bit easier on a multi-needle machine because it's a big design, lots of stitches, but it does stitch beautifully. So I guess that pretty much covers our Black Friday specials. I hope there's something there that will be of interest to all of you. If you have any questions, please fire them through to us at any point. I think we covered a little bit of education there as well today. I think we talked about a few pretty cool things, and certainly have put some great products out there for you. So on that note, thank you, Alec.
No, thank you.
Thanks
It's been
for
fun.
helping out this morning. And I think I'll be off on the beach next time this is due. You can do it. And
Oh, I don't know about that.
yeah, I'd love to get away. But anyway, on that note, if I don't speak to you all again before Christmas, have a great Christmas. I know it is getting pretty close. We did put the Christmas tree up. And thank you for all your support and everything you've done throughout the last year and well, for forever. And have a great festive season, and we'll do it all again next year. Thanks. Cheers for now.
Bye.